I love this woman.
Hello, you guys.
Her name begins with V. Oh, boy, it's going to be a good show. Doctor in the Brian said something about singing.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so here we go. Her name begins with V.
So, are you going to sing all of these?
Oh,
I'm not. You can sing the title if
well,
you
let's see what happens.
want. Okay. I'll say them and then you can sing them.
All right, it's Sing Along with Double T.
Hello, Joe. Hello, Sizzler.
Singing in the rain. Triple D, Joe Weldon, Triple D, Sizzle, Luke,
Yes.
Triple D, yo. Triple D twice,
Your
Luke.
son, was it?
Yodelay.
So welcome to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun for you on the 7th of October, 2022.
That is right, 19 days to the big event. Dun, na, 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 na.
Yes, it is. And it's your manifesting questions answered live.
Yeah, you're manifesting issues answered live.
That's right.
That's right. So
Go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
go there, do that, sign up, do all 7 even. I just got a really great email from someone who completed all 7. I should have put it in the thing so we could read it. Anyway,
Yes.
Mark is watching.
Hello, is that Dark Mockery?
Yes,
Dark Mockery.
All right.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That is the rightness. Everyone said it. And Q shared it today. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate
good on
Sizzle,
you.
too. You guys, seriously, you guys that actually share shit and like put a post and make comments, that just means heaps to me. Because if I share it, they go, it's 20 talking about it again. If you guys share it, it really means heaps.
Yeah,
So,
good on you guys.
Cool. Oh, and Dr. Brian is late. He's tardy, he's tardy, he's tardy. Now, I know someone's going to say, he's talking about retards, he's being bad. No, I'm not. Tardy means late, right? For you guys that are all snowflakes that are just looking for ways to be offended by me, I mean, you don't got to look hard. Anyway.
And I saw hello, Coral and Amanda.
That's right.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
All right, let's dive in, Victoria, because
We
we've
shall.
got a full house today.
Full house.
Coral is here. She just tagged me. How cool is that? I'll have to tune in live later, too, again.
Okay, so the first question's from Looking for Love.
Looking for love
And
in
looking for
all
love.
the wrong
Looking for
places.
love in Manifesting Mastery.
All right, guys.
How to manifest marriage.
All right.
Looking for Love asks, when Neville mentioned the ring scene, it got me confused. How could you make it mean this is the right person by seeing yourself touching the ring?
Alrighty, so it ain't about the ring. It ain't about the person. Here's the cool thing, right? So I got me a ring. Right? Now here's the cool thing, right? The key is with all this feeling it real stuff, right? It's not about emotions, like Abraham is full of shit, right? Hashtag it, right? I am firing shots. I'm not even shooting over the bow today. I'm just going right through the
Do
fucking
you want me
boat.
to add that to the edits?
Why not? Right? Abraham is full of shit.
Hashtag, okay.
All right. So, ready?
Yes.
Emotions sound fun. They really do. They really are. But emotions come from your state, right? So here's the cool thing. What would you experience if you were happily married, right? Happy, loving husband, right? Now, happy, loving husband, when I see a ring on my finger, it doesn't remind me I'm married or something, right? And it doesn't hope that I'll get married someday, because some people do that. They buy a ring, a thing, and they put it on, and they try to figure out what it would be like being married, right? It's like, no. Right? If you were married, what would you experience? Neville just says, hey, you may experience a ring on your finger. How does that feel? That could be a Western Gate thing. So if you're feeling, what's it feel like to have a ring on my... It feels heavy, all that handcuff. Right? So, you all know what this is. We could call it the handcuff method. It's the world's smallest handcuff, right?
Yes.
So here's the thing. What would you imaginally experience differently in your day if you were married, right? And it could be something as simple as one sip of one cup. That fast. By the way, Q, I see you're here.
Yes.
Right? Put up a link to your book. I'll be emailing about that next week. But if you guys haven't spent, what is it, Q? $2, right? US? That's like $3 Australian. If you haven't spent $3 Australian, that's half a cup of coffee. Unbelievable. But yeah, coffee has really gone up in Australia, according to Timmy. Like oat milk. Like Anyway,
Yes, he does say that.
I've
he
never.
keeps talking about his oat milk. It's gone up 20 cents a litre or something. It's like,
Hey, you know what? You can't get anyone in Australia to actually milk the oats all that well. I mean, everybody here makes $40 an hour, and they complain about $6 coffees. I don't get it. Anyway, it's called whinging. $3. All right, Q, put up a link. Boom. Angela Teresa, welcome. Luke says, read it. Yeah, here's the other thing, right? If you just buy it, it don't count. Read it and play with it. And for fun, put up a testimonial.
A review.
Yeah. Be honest, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying everybody give Q a 10-star review. I'm just saying, look, read it and be honest, right? That's called giving, right? So, boom. Right, I'd put up a review, but I'm too close to it, right? So I'll just do a promo. But anyway.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because people would say, like, oh, he just knows the guy. You know, it's just, yeah, I do know the guy. All right.
Okay.
So how would I experience being a happy, loving teacher when I see somebody that I know, love, and trust has written a book based on my experience with his material, or the other way around? See, it's like the wedding ring thing.
Yeah.
Right? So I see Q writing, I go, damn, that's cool. Right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so that was for Looking for Love.
Looking for love. And by the way, stick around. We're going to keep answering this in different ways because it's all the same, but we just drill into differences.
Cool.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for your question. And Coral, I'm glad you're wearing orange too.
Orange. Orange.
Yes.
Orange.
The next question's from the cat lady. My relationship is cold. And the cat lady asks, as we spoke, here goes my question. I applied the law on my relationship, and he has changed a lot for the better. Still, he suppresses emotions and does not show romantic feelings towards me. He's completely cold. He is giving affection to a cat, but not to me. And sometimes I feel he is doing it purposefully. I'm not sure how to imagine. I focus on how I want to feel, but it is taking really long and no change. TT, can you call me Cat Lady instead of using my name? Thank you for posting it.
Yo, Cat Lady.
Okay.
Right. So here's what's fun. Ready? So this weekend, we're releasing the streetcar system. All right? This is going to be so much fun. But whatever you got going on, you get to use that to your advantage. Right. So this is what I noticed, just to begin with, real quick. Still, he suppresses emotions and does not show romantic feelings towards me. I can guarantee you're imagining more of the same because you haven't revised what has happened. Right? I'm just a massive fan of, like, when you notice that you're being an asshole or he's being an asshole, you stop. Right? Just plop the car in neutral. Right? You may not have brakes, but you can always plop it in neutral. Once you plop it in neutral, you can steer. Right? You can, like, decide, what do I want to smash into? Or where do I want to park? And this is the cool thing, because I'm not a fan. Okay, I'm going to dive into a tiny bit of triple D here, even though the doors are closed until, like, January. Right? In triple D, one of the things that we keep exploring is different is better than better. If you're looking for, is it getting better, is it getting worse? You know, it just, that's what you're going to find. If you're trying to make it better, you're always scanning for, is it getting worse? Right? On the other hand, I used to go to this really cool chiropractor, Tim Allison. Tim was an old school chiropractor. He had a box on the wall. He lived with old school chiropractic philosophy. He actually taught me heaps of it. I mean, we used to have all kinds of cool discussions. He had a box on the wall where you put money. He didn't take health insurance. He didn't do x-rays. He didn't have machines. He put you on a table. He adjusted you and sent you home. It took about 3 minutes, right? Now, this is the fun thing. So I go to Tim one day, and he goes, I get on the table, he goes, wow, that's different. And I said, pull me up. So, zzz, right? And I said, better or worse? He goes, different. I says, that ain't going to cut it. And he looks at me and he says, different is what I'm always looking for. Because if you come in with the same, nothing's happening. I'm not judging whether you're better or worse. I'm just noticing every day, how are you different? And I got it, because with life, no 2 days are the same. But if your days feel the same, you're not driving your bus, right? You're on the bus, right? You're going the route that the bus goes. So when I look at this, my first thought here really quick is you get to let it be all about you. If you get to let it be all about you, happy, loving husband. I swear to God, the weird-ass bridges that her and I experience, because I keep returning to that, and she keeps returning to some version of happy, loving wife, they're fascinating, right? And if you have a speed bump and you're going, yep, that's the way things are, that's just called driving in a ditch.
I can predict what's going to happen
Yeah, nothing's happening. Right? She
Yeah.
ain't changing. It ain't getting better.
Yeah.
On the other hand, how would you experience that one sip of coffee differently? How would you experience that one sip of coffee differently? And don't make it about him, right? As soon as you make it about him, as far as I'm concerned, all bets are off. So, but more on that. Stay tuned.
I want to also just add that bit in, and it might be too hard to relate to the cat lady, but how I'm positive it was in Dream Driven Day. You were talking about touch you like you're the pussycat.
Oh yeah, we one of the games we play in Dream Driven Day is Be the Cat.
Yeah. And I just thought, or just like with her being the cat.
Absolutely. There's a couple little things. I'll just toss these out real quick. And again, a mention in a show is not the same as doing a course. Ready? I touch people with my eyes. I bathe them with my words. And I invite them to pet the cat. Right? You guys that have done Triple D more than once get this in different ways. But I swear to God, I had so much fun during lockdown. Because everybody is doing the whole maintain social distance thing. And I'm watching them struggle not to pet me. Right? It's just great. And then occasionally one or two of them would break through. Ha! Yo, Jamaica. It's funky. Cold Jamaica.
And I saw Stella Jim before.
Stella Jim and funky. Cold Jamaica.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Nice to see you, Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Jerry. What's up, Jerry? What's up, Jerry? Love you, pal.
Okay.
All right.
So that was for the cat lady. Thank you very much for your question.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right.
The next question's from Amanda in Dream Driven Day. Lottery win manifesting.
I can't sing that song, Amanda. Amanda. That's about as far as I can get because it's in the wrong range for me, which means I have to do another lesson with Alessandra. Radio.
Okay.
Alessandra.
And Amanda asks, how do I make winning the lottery or winning any cash contest a fun, playful game? How do I move it away from being about the money or a fix-it thing?
Alessandra.
What state or feelings am I seeking? How do I allow myself to get gifts and receive financial abundance? Where can I find the money now? Program?
Amanda. Now, here's the cool thing. Amanda shared her singing in Triple D, so I'm going to sing back to you. You know it, right? You can't sing at me, right, without me singing back, right? Amanda. Now, here's what's cool. Yeah, Boston's Amanda. That was right, Sizzle, right? I can't get that. I can't get the notes with that, right?
Excuse me.
So anyway, here's the fun thing. Ready? So I put a link up for Where to Find the Money Now program. So go get that. I put it in the post below your thing somewhere in Los Angeles. So where am I going with this one? Cool. Ready? I'm not a fan of making things fun. These are little subtle things, right? I'm a fan of not making it suck.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I really noticed, like, this is so much fun. We, as a culture, we add cat shit to everything. Right? And we don't admit it, right? So we can't possibly admit it, right? But Alex, I will be writing back to you. I don't have details yet, but I promise you I will be writing back to you. Nice to see you here. So, as a culture, we are the cat shit culture. We add cat shit to everything. We find ways to be offended, and just it's just so much fun to notice. So here's my opportunity for you. That's it. Not making it suck. How do you make it a war? This is the best game ever, because I listen to couples, or I hear people talk at the pool, and it's like, well, I told my husband we need some boundaries, and I'm thinking, wow, you need some olive oil.
Olive oil?
That could mean a lot of things, right? Like later, olive oil. Right. Like, who knows, right?
Yeah.
More than a feeling. Another great one. Absolutely. So here's the fun thing. How do you make it war? Here's the big thing, right? So that's what I got for you so far. Right? Just this is just so much fun. By the way, there have been times when I've been tempted to make the show work, right? But I think 7 steps ahead. I'm like 3-dimensional weird ass chess guy, right? So 3D chess guy does the thing where he goes radio. So what do we want to call the show so I never fucking forget things? Because I've got the attention span of a goldfish, Kate. Right? It's like 15 seconds.
That's right.
Right?
What
It's true.
show was it on? Be like a goldfish. I remember what we were watching.
Yeah, that was
anyway.
that may have been on Ted Lasso.
Yes.
Fabulous fucking show, by the way. You guys that are smart and have Apple, watch
That is smart.
watch Ted Lasso. Did I offend people? Oh, fuck me. Right. Anyway. So where was I going with all this? Money, lottery, game.
You got hiccups.
Oh, Bruce has hiccups. Yeah, the 1 minute is the New York 1 minute attention span. Yeah. So here's what I did way back in the old days, right?
Come on, Angela, you were listening.
The first thing, look at this. Angela Teresa bails me out of the bucket, right? So when I was 40, I decided to change my name to 2020 because my life was all about vision. It wasn't so you guys would know about it, so I'd fucking remember, right? Like, in all seriousness, every time somebody goes, hey, 20, I get to go, yeah, that's me, right? My life is about vision, right? Living from the power of vision. Okay, so that's fun, right? And so so years later, after I learned that lesson, I decided, right, when we make up this show, we have to call it something. And originally I had like Neville Goddard's Coffee Club. It's like, oh, fuck me, right? Like that was fun, but it's like maybe your afternoon and it doesn't relate and all that bullshit. And like making it fucking work. And I go, wow, feel it real fun, right? If we call the show Feel It Real Fun, I know every time we do it, we'll have fun. Right? And you will too if you're smart. So, notice how we play. So don't add in catch it to the coffee. Just notice where you make it work. And here's the thing. This is going to go into a new product, but I'll put it out right now. So I put it in a podcast this morning, I think. So how big does money feel to you? How big are you compared to money? Right? And now, so let's chunk down a little bit. Ready? How big does money feel? How big do you feel when it comes to making money? How big do you feel? How big does money feel when it comes to spending money? How big do you feel? How big does money feel when it comes to keeping money? How big do you feel? How big does money feel when it comes to giving money, donating money? And here's the cool thing. If you can put at least 5 spokes in your wheel of money, right? Wheel of money, right? You can have making it, having it, spending it, making it, having it, spending it, investing it,
yes,
giving it away. So if you can put at least 5 spokes in there, notice where do you not feel well-rounded at?
Yeah, right.
Right. Where does money? Where do you feel little with money? Where do you feel big with money? You get to really play there. I got a whole goddamn. So, yeah, what?
Damn.
I do. I'm so excited about this. Right. Here's what I like. Someone will try to steal it.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. Steal
That's
my.
when you came up with the money game.
Yeah. Yes.
What if you lost, like the doubling up?
Double
you probably
up,
know
double
about
up
that,
again.
Amanda.
That's
but
right.
Yeah.
So stay
Yeah.
tuned. We're gonna have some fun there. So you can have some fun with that. Just notice, how big do you feel compared to money, and then how big do you feel with money compared to money when it comes to making it, spending it, having it. Find all of those,
Investing it,
and notice
giving
where
it
your
away.
wheel is like not going wound and wound. But more on this later.
Cool.
All right.
Excellent. Thank you, Amanda.
All
Your question.
right.
The next question's from Priya in Manifesting Mastery.
That's
How to
right.
manifest a job when I don't know what I want to do. And Priya asks, looking for a new job. How can I find a job that I like, that pays well, and that is suited for me when I don't know what kind of job that will be? I know I'd love it to be international.
So I'm going to go back to the ring-a-ling thing, right? So the beginning thing, how do I make sure the right guy and all that stuff? If I'm a happy, loving husband, I'm not concerned about whether or not she ticks all the boxes or if it's the specific her, right? I'm in a relationship with her and I'm imagining a happy, loving husband. Of course she's going to be the one that naturally comes to mind. But this whole thing of like, radio, I'm a happy, loving husband, it must be her and she must fulfill all 42 criteria. Oh my God. And the one day, right, that she doesn't brush her teeth after a meal, because that's one of the 47 criteria, it's all over, right? Now, here's the fun thing. Ready? So and you manifest a job and you don't know what to do, you don't have to imagine anything about the job. How would you go to bed at night satisfied, appreciated, accomplished? All right, so if you got a great job that you love and you are going to bed at night feeling satisfied, appreciated, accomplished. I did a podcast or a video on this just the other day. And if you're waking up in the morning looking forward to, right, boom, right? See, there's the thing. See, I swear to God, I had this crazy ass freaking vision back in the 90s. Right? Anybody remember the 90s? Right?
Yeah, I do.
And it was about teaching this kind of life-saving shit. And we didn't have this thing. Like, the internet was just barely coming out at that point. It was all HTML. It was slow as shit. And I used to make little trifold flyers, stick them in the local magazines and shit. I taught, little workshops in the backwoods of Pennsylvania. I had a lot of fun. But I was imagining global impact before we had the YouTubes, before we had eBay, before PayPal. I was one of PayPal's original people. Right? When I closed my American PayPal account, the girl went, "Wow, you sure you want to do that?" I says, "Yeah." Right? But it's fascinating to me. So when you define, I go to bed, I feel satisfied and accomplished and appreciated. I wake up excited and energized. By the way, there's a new product at NevilleGoddardStore.com. Right? Just saying. Wake up energized.
Oh, yeah, there is too.
Yes, it is. It's only 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, actually, it's 8. Sorry, I went a little over on that one.
And I think it's $8 then.
$7.
$7.
Well, I was going to make it 8 because it's 8 minutes, right? Right, yeah, $1 a minute, well worth it, right? But here's the thing: it's like I have this thing called Super 7 Specials, and it's like, oh fuck, I can't put it in the Super 7 Specials category then. If it's $8, it's just because some snowflake will complain. Right?
Say, I want $1 refund.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, really,
But
come on, Snowy. Exactly. Right? I don't like PayPal. I use Stripe. I don't like Stripe. What the fuck do you like? Snowflake. Anyway, let us continue, right? Boom.
Joe heard it today.
Brian bought it and listened in the bathtub. Did you make bubbles? All right, those aren't bubbles.
Okay, so thank you, Priya. And you've got a second question.
Yes.
So Priya in Manifesting Mastery, help with headache. And Priya asks...
Hey, believe me, I can give you one.
Me?
I
don't want a headache.
Can you hold the mic while I drink heavily?
Sure.
All right. I can give anyone a headache. Like, and when I decide your ass is mine.
Yeah, that's another one, Alex. Sleep Sound Session Special.
Yeah.
So that's to go to sleep ace.
Yeah,
and
that's
to wake up energized.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
cool. So Priya asks, I've often got tremendous headache. I applied lesson 1 of Manifesting Mastery. I revised how I got up, feeling well, energetic, clarity of mind, but the headache keeps returning. What could I do differently?
cool. I bet you're imagining the headache keeps returning.
Because of the job you're going to? No.
It's pretty cool though. Now, just one of those things. Have I had Chipotle Tabasco? Did you see that on a lunch show sizzle?
Yes, because he had it yesterday.
I did have it yesterday.
Yes.
Did we put it on the show yesterday? I can't remember.
Don't know.
Anyway, yes. So, ready?
Yes.
The tremendous headache thing. Remember, I'm not a doctor and I don't cure or anything, radio. But when it comes to this whole thing, just use the tools. Like that's probably like the number one thing that I can say. Use the tools. I love that you applied lesson 1 of MM because a lot of people go like, radio, I have a headache. Maybe I got a brain tumor. Radio, I've got a headache. Maybe I'm having a stroke. I've got a headache. Maybe I'm having an aneurysm. Yeah, I have a headache. It's like, yeah, you are a headache, right? yeah. And at some point you just go, radio. By the way, some people are saying take an Advil or something. Yeah, I have absolutely no problem. Right? Like sometimes you got to take a painkiller, right? Like, and here's the thing: I know some lightweight snowflake is going to say, "Mr. 20 said it's okay to take painkillers. He sold the pearl." Right? Taking a painkiller does not mean you sold the pearl. They both begin with P, just like petrol. Right? Now, here's the thing, right? 5 gallons of petrol will fix anything. right? I mean, I've known people I don't know anymore because of 5 gallons of petrol. Read between the lines what you want. But here's the, hey, if you guys could drop the masturbation thing, I'd really fucking appreciate that, right? Just for fun, I'd appreciate that. So here's the cool thing, ready? So the help with headache thing. You don't blame where the car went on the petrol in the gas tank. When you're driving the bus, hey, it's natural to put some petrol in the gas tank. Just one of them things. Every now and then it might be useful to drink a glass of water. It might be useful to take a pill, right? But here's the cool thing, right? I know most people are chronically dehydrated. I look at them, right? I know most vegans that I meet are starving themselves. They're not building the infrastructure. And I'm not judging veganism. I did the whole vegetarian thing for like 2.5 years. I'm just saying when something becomes a dogma, that's when it gets weird. And so for the people that say, he sold the pearl, he said, take a pill. Yeah, taking a pill is like putting petrol in your car, right? And again, here's the thing. If you imagine, not getting headaches, see, by not imagining that, but by imagining like, right, what would be different in your day if you didn't get the headaches, right? Then maybe you'd be partying all the time or jogging or whatever. And you imagine that, and you find yourself suddenly drinking twice as much water. Cool. So there's the cool thing. You get to discover what your petrol is along the way. And it may be water, it may be a pill, it may be just breathing different.
Alcohol.
Might be whiskey in the morning.
Yeah, got you.
But let us continue, because this is going to tidy up really well in the next 2 or 3.
Sweet, excellent.
So, boom.
So thank you, Priya, for your couple of questions there. The next question's from Kate in Manifesting Mastery, the coffee game, ? And Kate asks, where can I find the coffee game?
Put up your link, Q. Now, here's the cool thing. So if you go to feelitrealfun.com, you can scan through there. We actually have, I believe, a playlist for the coffee game. Right? We've done a couple different shows on it, including podcast. If you go to nevillegoddardpodcast.com and just scroll a lot, right? We mention it all the time in the podcast, but there are also some episodes that are devoted to it because I am a devotee. But where can you find the coffee game? I'll share it with you right now because I believe you are still here, Kate. Ready?
Oh, cool.
So, I'm going to do the shortest version ever of the coffee game. And Q's book really goes into it, and it's like $3. Ready?
Yeah, Q's book, sorry, on
Amazon.
On Amazon. Kate, if you're still here. Otherwise, watch the show and Q will put up the link again.
Q will put up the link. Ready? So, how would you experience one sip of coffee differently if your wish were fulfilled? Now, here's the cool thing, right? So, I can experience a sip of coffee at the end of my call with Joe Weldon, knowing that the call was brilliant. Right? Catch you later, big guy. Boom. Right? Just that one sip of coffee. I don't get to imagine what we talked about. All I got to do is experience that one sip of coffee. I can experience one sip of coffee and hear her stir in the bed in imagination and go, oh, let me make her a cup of coffee. Rarely happens.
Yeah.
Right? But I could have a cup of coffee all by myself.
Tomorrow.
Right?
Yes.
Now, and just imagining her coming home and I get to share coffee with her tomorrow. One sip of coffee. You can feel that coffee. And it's like, wow, like how would you experience it differently if your wish were fulfilled? So
Nice.
We got another question coming up.
Okay.
Kate, thanks for asking. And Q's book. Q, put up your link again.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Smash
Joseph,
it.
you're very welcome. After the call.
Amanda says, started using the coffee game. Very powerful. Oh, yeah.
It's a goodie.
We made it up here first. Some people say, I'm going to make up the milkshake game. Radio.
The next question's from BAD on YouTube. And BAD asks, how would you incorporate the cup of coffee with healing a few ailments?
Oh, right.
Yes.
I don't know. See, only you know what would be different in your day if your ailment were cured. So here's the thing. The coffee game is just a way of teaching a principle. Right? So if your ailment were cured, I'll give you a good one. Right? I injured my hip and was doing great. And we went into the world's longest lockdown, the most locked down city on the planet. And I suffered. Right? I also hurt. And then I stopped, like playing with the suffering thing, right? But there was a point when I walked and I was like hobbling back and forth. Now I walk like a model, right? And that's a massive fucking difference. Because here's the thing that I imagine, right? So what would be different if my hip wasn't bothering me? I'd walk like a model, right? I'd feel good strutting up a step. Yeah. I'd feel good after I strut up a step.
Strutting around the pool.
Right? Strut.
I can just imagine, yeah.
and that's what I did, right? So I went from doing the hobble up because of a hip injury to now strutting. Now, here's the cool thing. Some people have a hip injury and they go, fuck, man. Like, I'm going to have to suffer with this. We have good socialist medicine. I can get on the list, get a hip replacement in 3 years. Might as well sit around and fucking drink for 3 years and get fat. Yeah, that's one way to go, right? There are other ways to go, right? And again, whether or not it's a sip of coffee, what's that one little thing? What's that one little thing? What's that one little thing? The lady who asked about her fingers. What's the one little thing that would be different in your day if your fingers weren't screwed with the arthritis? Again, only you know. Do you like to cook? Do you like to play cards? Whatever it is, you imagine that, right? How would you play cards differently if your fingers weren't fucked? That kind of thing. So that's where you get to play. The coffee game is all about a principle. But since, I don't know, 82% of the people in the world love coffee, at least the smart ones. Angela Teresa.
No, but she likes, yeah.
Okay, I got to call her out. That's right. So, Angela Teresa.
Excellent.
So.
Okay, BAD. Right. Thank you very much for asking your question.
That is the rightness. Somebody hashtag Angela Teresa.
And the last question today is from Emmett via email. I don't think it's our dog. So, how do I ignore 3D reality? And Emmett asks, how do I ignore 3D reality? Every day I try to change it. Every day I feel more and more frustrated.
Oh, baby. So here's the cool thing. Ready? So tomorrow or later today, depending upon how much time I have. Oh, Amanda's of Tea Girl, please tell me you have an Apple device. Yeah. So we forgive the tea people if they have Apple, like phones and shit, right?
And black BMW.
Black BMW, yeah. If you got a black BMW and anything Apple, we'll forgive the tea bit, right? Some people take me seriously. It's like
yes.
Jesus. Anyway.
Yes.
Damn it. How do I ignore 3D reality? And the dog barks.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
I know, I was thinking
Ready?
that.
So tomorrow, or later today, we are releasing the streetcar system. And here's why. Because this lady was on a streetcar. Amanda, you have to go Apple.
Maybe she's Samsung. Oh, that's all right.
Oh, no. By the way, she is a Samsung girl, right? I'm an Apple guy. We still get along. We are married fabulously. But if I had a list of 42 things that I require in a woman for me to be happy, she would not have made all of them, right? Samsung. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. So where the fuck was I? Oh, yeah. How do you ignore 3D reality? I don't. Right? Remember, Abdullah told Neville to walk as though you're in Barbados. He didn't say ignore 3D reality and walk in front of the bus. Right? Now, here's the fun thing. The whole streetcar system is premised on this. The lady on the streetcar didn't ignore 3D reality. She took the railing and made it the railing of a boat. She took the salt of her tears and made it the salt of the ocean. Right? She took the laughter and turned that into something, and she imagined hearing a voice. Right? Now, whenever you do this is why I don't waste my time going, nothing's changing. As soon as you do that, as soon as you go, right, that the physical is telling me what's happening. The physical is telling you what happened. The physical just reveals what you imagined.
In the past, because
exactly
you imagine then it appears.
Yeah.
So.
What are you imagining now?
Yes.
And now. And now. And at some point, everything shifts. And here's the thing: the streetcar thing. And I go into detail on this. This is a pretty decent sized pack. Because I went nuts with this. Because I am absolutely. People are getting so stuck in orbit around this.
It's hard. I totally get that for a lot of people, that's what is so hard, that to think, oh, yeah, I can do this, I can imagine having my wish fulfilled and all of that.
And then I come back.
So often they fall out of state, then they notice what's wrong. This isn't working. And it's just such an easy trap, isn't it? It's awful.
Oh, yeah. Well, as long as you believe you're your body, you're going to believe you're your history. Right. And so with the streetcar thing, the whole thing, when you really start to nail this, it's like, radio, whatever is happening physically, I use that. That's mine. And there's that attitude of Abdullah that we dive into in Triple D, because if the lady said, yep, I'm still here, they're laughing, I'm not, I'm crying. Okay, within like 30 days, she got $3,000. Now, if you do the math from then to now, depending upon which day you look on Google, that's like $30,000.
Yeah.
Not bad, right? In 30 days, she's in Samoa or some place far, far away.
Yeah.
Now, here's the cool thing. She didn't go to war against 3D reality. Yeah, what she did was she took that railing and made it mine. That's my railing on the boat. She took the tears, and she didn't make them my tears of frustration. No, that's my ocean. Mine. So.
Very cool.
And that'll be out tomorrow, probably. So, but those other goodies are at NevilleGoddardStore.com. Suzanne, welcome. Nice to see you.
Suzanne.
Loving your works. So, cool. Suzanne, too, sent us these gorgeous. I just almost call them photos. Right? So they're sketches of the pups and the eyes in them. Yeah. Like, they're not just accurate, they're expressive.
Yeah.
Right? Just beautiful. Just.
Actually, I should try showing Bruce's picture to Emmett. Because they are so lifelike. They're just fantastic.
And we'll just hump it.
Probably.
All right.
Oh, excuse me.
And with all that in mind?
With all that in mind, tell us, what was your hashtag strawberry bits?
Boom.
And mine was definitely that last bit about the streetcar method. I loved how you explained that, how not ignoring the tramcar rail, but making it mine. And this mine it's on the rail of the boat, the steamboat or whatever.
Yep.
It's that. So, yeah, I love that. That's my hashtag strawberry bits.
You know, if she ignored 3D reality, right? So she's on the streetcar and she's crying and streetcar and it sucks. I got to ignore 3D reality and imagine I'm in Samoa or something. And then she gets to the end of the line and the streetcar, like they turn it off and now she's sleeping in a streetcar, right?
Yeah.
True, right? So that's where you get to play. My strawberry bit. What the hell was my strawberry bit today? You guys showing up.
Yeah, there was a few of you. Thank you, you guys.
Yeah.
Which is ace.
Yeah, it means heaps to us.
And another goodie is how few of you shared the show.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. We
stuff.
really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, bum.
Cool. So, that was our hashtag strawberry bits. While you finish typing in yours, go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
Go there, sign up, do those, and enjoy the daily email, which I have not sent out today. I am running behind schedule.
Yeah.
Right, but I'll get it out later. Right.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right.
Yeah.
Doobie-doo-bop-bop-bop-ba-dum.
And actually,
That's for
go check
Stella
out the new
Jim.
goodies at NevilleGoddardStore.com.
Absolutely.
Have a great day, night, weekend. We love you too, Luke.
Luke.
And everyone there will.
All right.
And we'll catch you next week.
Yes, you will.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
All right. Love you guys. See ya.
See ya.
Ashley, hey. I should sing something to Ashley.
Picking it up in the bathroom.
Oh my God. You guys. John Mancio, nice to see you too.